Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
Fine. How are you?
Good. Morning edition. No alcohol.
No. Coffee. Tea for you.
Tea for me. What am I drinking here? What'd you make me? Chamomile?
Yeah.
Chamomile tea? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking that new Starbucks sweet breakfast one. It's all right.
Sweet breakfast.
They made like two new breakfast blends. One that they're like, pair this with sweet things. And the other where they're like, pair it with savory things. Okay.
So you like it?
It's all right. It's better than what I was drinking, for sure.
Good.
But I'm excited for when their holiday blend comes out, which
It's out.
I saw it at Walmart, and I don't want to buy it at
The
Walmart.
Starbucks?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They didn't have it at Target. Jess Kilbury found it at her Ralph's, though, which she said is a Kroger. So I'm going to check Smith's
Yeah.
and see if they have it.
Cool. Good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. You love that stuff.
It's my favorite.
Good.
Yeah. She bought like 5 bags yesterday.
Yep.
And then I was like, I need to catch up.
That's funny. So, last night I was in the shower and I invited you in to have a conversation, obviously, as one does. And we started talking about, basically, there's been a huge change in our lives, right? Which is the upstairs neighbors, which have been like screaming and fighting and being crazy at all hours of the night, selling drugs, doing drugs, just like being alcoholic, crazy people,
Yeah.
have moved to a different unit.
Which is amazing.
And Bagheera, who's been basically a domestic terrorist, screaming his little head off in the middle of the night. Great. Now I'm going to have to edit this. I've been trying not to swear in these.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll leave it in. Pretty sure you dropped an F-bomb in the last episode.
I think
and
I might have, and
forgot
I'm sorry.
by the time I started it. Oh, it's fine. I mean, we never talked about it. It was never an official thing. Anyway, Bagheera, poor little guy, is now finally on Kitty Prozac.
Yeah, he's doing amazing on it.
Yeah, he's doing amazing.
I feel like he's catching up on all the sleep he's been missing out on by like forcing himself to be awake and be upset.
Yeah. So, and weirdly, like, since I got back from Indiana, my back hasn't really been hurting on that mattress.
Which is nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. So, all that is just to say that now we have no one to blame our, going to bed late, like not being able to sleep well. Like, basically, it's just on us.
Yeah.
And that got me thinking that we really need to develop some nighttime and morning routine since we have none.
Yeah.
Like,
It's been basically impossible to have one, though. I'm like context for them because of Bagheera, because of the neighbors.
Absolutely.
It's like you just didn't know, and like some nights you'd get like 2 hours of sleep, and so we couldn't really.
yeah, absolutely. So that is why now we can.
Yeah.
And that's why we decided to sit down and have
hi.
this conversation. Hi, Applesauce. Is to talk about what we can do,
Yeah.
what we want to do, and putting it in this video format so that we can be held accountable by our audience.
What about you, Applesauce? Are you joining us for this?
And then we'll probably do daily check-ins, just quick ones
Itty
on
bitty.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's start with the morning and work our way upward. I think, at the very beginning of the morning, we should just talk about getting up earlier.
Yeah, definitely. Getting up earlier.
Or rather, just getting up at a specific time. Because
Yeah.
the other thing is I want this to be realistic. Like, obviously, we're not going to start getting up at 6. Like, that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think 8 is reasonable. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I start waking up early still. I start waking up at like 5:30. So I'm fine with earlier, but if we want to do later, that's fine too. I can hang out and rest.
But, like, you're coming out of sleep at 5:30, but does that mean you want to jump up and start your day?
Sometimes. But yeah, I can do it later. That's fine.
I just feel like you're making it sound as though... So I guess what my question would be then, well then, in the last 2 nights, what's your reason for not getting up at 5:30?
It's cold.
Okay, this is my point. This is my point. You might be waking up at 5:30, but is that really the time you want to be getting out of bed and doing stuff?
No, I mean, I'm fine with later. Like I said, I'm fine with later.
All right.
If I get up and get out of bed, I can just do other stuff and hang out.
Okay.
Hang out with the cats.
I'm going to put this in a Google Doc.
Okay.
So.
Because that's what I do a lot when I do get up early and get out of bed is I just come out here and sit with these guys.
Yeah.
And give them some extra playtime.
Okay. Cool. So we'll get up at 8 a.m. Get up at 8 a.m. So maybe we should say alarm at 7:45, out of bed by 8.
Sure.
What do you think?
Sure.
Or should it be 8:15 so that we can cuddle a little more?
How about alarm 7:30, out of bed by 8?
Okay. Alarm at 7:30, out of bed by 8. That gives us 30 minutes to cuddle in bed before we start our days. Okay. From there, what are some morning things that you want to do? Maybe we should just brainstorm what they are, and then we can figure out how we want to structure it schedule-wise.
Yeah. I want to be doing like yoga or some stretching in the morning, even if it's just like an easy one.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a 10-minute one. I want to be doing like a more full skincare routine consistently. A lot of times in the mornings, I end up just going straight into work mode.
Sure.
And like I don't get dressed, I don't get ready for the day.
Yeah.
So I really want to do that, like get ready for the day.
Applesauce wants you to do that too.
Yeah. So like skincare, showering, getting dressed, doing my makeup. Hi.
Oh. Okay, skincare, shower, because that's good, because I think I'm going to do my showers in the evenings.
Okay.
I think that'll be helpful too if we offset them.
Yeah.
Except then we'll never be clean at the same time. That's not a joke.
I know.
Okay, yoga, morning skincare, shower, anything else that you want to make sure that you're getting done
Breakfast.
before work. Okay.
I have to eat in the mornings.
Okay.
I'm doing my makeup. Even if it's just like concealer, mascara, like just doing something.
Makeup. Okay. Anything else?
Nothing comes to mind. I feel like we talked about other stuff though last night, and I'm just not remembering. Okay, but let's move on to you.
Okay, I agree with
thank
yoga
you.
and stretching. I want to do morning skincare too. One of the things that Tashina and I were talking about last night is that my skin's always been dry, but it's so much drier out here, and then I feel like I'm getting like premature wrinkles, especially like on my forehead and like down here.
Yeah.
And part of that's definitely because I sleep on my face a lot. And I'm also I'm not overly concerned about getting wrinkles. Like as I age, like that's not really a concern to me. Like I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to having gray hair. I just don't want it to happen earlier than it should.
Yeah.
For some reason, like I'm just not doing proper skincare.
Sorry.
That's fine. You gotta do what you gotta
I
do.
tried to wait as long as possible till a pause, but
It's okay.
applesauce.
She's kneading on
No,
the...
baby, no.
Yeah. Breakfast is fine. I don't know. I don't really care one way or the other. Although I have been waking up hungrier lately, I've noticed.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's because we're eating dinner earlier.
Yeah, which is good for me. I need to eat earlier, so I have more time before dinner.
Okay.
Before bed.
Yeah. So, do you want to do yoga and stretching before you shower? Like yoga, stretching, and breakfast, where do those fall? Are those pre-shower or post-shower?
Pre-shower.
Okay. So I'm just going to put these in like a loose order for now.
Yeah, because if I try and do breakfast after I shower, when I'm getting ready, I just don't eat my breakfast. It just sits there.
Okay, what about breakfast before yoga and skincare or after?
After.
Okay. So wait, so you're going to do your skincare before you shower?
No, after. You hadn't asked about the order of that one yet.
Oh, okay. So yoga, then breakfast.
Then shower.
Then shower.
Then skincare.
Then skincare,
getting
then
ready.
makeup.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Stinker.
That makes much more sense.
No,
Yeah,
please don't do that.
that works for me.
What are your mornings going to be like? You talked about a skincare routine. You said yoga, skincare. You were saying maybe breakfast, maybe not.
Yeah, I'll probably eat breakfast with you. I'm thinking probably what I'll do, because you have like showering and morning skincare and doing your makeup, and I'll probably, like, maybe I'll do like meditating and or reading while you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just had deja vu. Have we already recorded a video like this?
I don't know.
I feel like when we moved here,
I think we did when we moved here. We were like, we're going to reset. We're going to do all these things.
yeah.
Like, we're going to have all these routines and then blah, blah, blah.
Right, yeah. All the stuff with the neighbors started happening and...
Yeah, and that's... Yeah.
Ugh.
So I think, like, when we moved here, we really planned on, like, this is going to be a fresh start. We're going to do all these better things for us. And then it just, like, didn't pan out that way.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll put time frames on each of these after the video, but just to have a time frame for the chunks. So, like, basically when we're done with all this, we're going to be starting work, right?
Yeah.
So what time do we want to be starting work?
I usually like to put on the calendar stuff at like 11, which I know is kind of late, but it gives me a little more flexibility in the morning
Okay.
for when things come up. And then usually I start earlier anyway, but I don't like putting stuff on the calendar before 11.
Well, for me, a big part of this is to help prevent us, like I get that for you can kind of like play it by ear and like sometimes start earlier and sometimes not.
Yeah.
But I think that for me, I have to have it on a schedule, because if I say 11 and then I do 10:45, then I'm going to do 10:30, and then I'm just going to not be doing any of the morning stuff.
Okay. Let's do 11 so we have time for everything. So then
Okay.
it's like if we need to go run errands, if we need to do laundry, whatever, we have time for that.
I'm having a really hard time with this, because I feel like the whole point of this is to have a structured routine, and I feel like you're talking about having all this free time to do whatever we want, and that will not work for me.
Okay.
So and we don't have to be doing the exact same thing, but like I just know like that will not like that defeats the whole purpose of doing any of this.
Okay, what I'm saying though is we start work at 11. So then let's say I'm done getting ready at like 10, but the kitchen needs to be cleaned. Then I can do some of that then. Like that's what I'm saying.
I know.
You want even like cleaning scheduled? Like I'm confused.
What I'm
Like I'm
What I'm trying to say is that, to me, one of the issues is that our mornings get filled with doing things that are not like relaxing, recharging, productive things that put us in a space where we can start work and like go full tilt and be ready for that.
yeah.
And to me, cleaning is definitely not one of those things.
Okay.
Like, obviously it needs to happen, but like I'm just saying, to me it doesn't make sense that that would be in that time frame, like that it would be a part of that category, because the whole point to me is to relax.
Okay.
Because like you could also make the argument that like, oh well, I might have like a couple emails that I need to take care of, or a couple Instagram comments and then you're just doing work, right? Like housework is still work, it just has the word house in front of it.
Okay.
And I also know how you and I, like, just being realistic and like looking at our patterns of how we've been over the last couple of years, it's really hard for one of us to relax when the other one is working. Because we spend so much time together, because we're in such short, like, close proximity. And I also know that it also leads to resentment building up, because one of us is doing all this stuff around the house and the other one's not. And so there's like guilt from one person and resentment from the other person. And I feel like the whole point of this is to stop all the negative emotions and negative energy that's been built up here and get to more positive, light stuff.
Okay. So let's stick with 11. So we both have plenty of time. Because we don't know yet how long this is going to take. That's the thing. That's,
Is any of what I just said resonating at all?
yes, it is. It is resonating. For me, if I know that the kitchen is super dirty from breakfast, I can't work until that's cleaned up.
Fine, but there's a difference between cleaning up after breakfast
Yeah.
and what you said, which is the kitchen's super messy and I need to clean.
Yeah.
Like there's there's a different, you know what I'm saying? Like cleaning up after ourselves is cleaning up after ourselves.
Yeah.
But that can be as simple as a little thing, a couple things here and there, putting the dishes in the dishwasher. Mm-hmm. When you say clean the kitchen, to me that's something very different.
Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. Let's start at 11. Because we don't know yet how long all of this is going to take. And I don't want to feel rushed.
I agree. Okay. I guess what I'm trying to say is I think there needs to be, just as much as we're saying what we are going to be doing, I think there needs to be things that we're saying we're not going to do.
Okay.
Just like we're not going to start work before 11 because that's our time to like take care of ourselves and do whatever we need to do before we start work.
Okay. That sounds good.
Does it though?
Ow! Applesauce.
All right. So I don't think we need to discuss our work
Ow!
schedule.
Stop biting me so much.
But
Okay.
I would like to say that, that I want to start working on Logical Harmony again.
Okay.
For
Like
those of you
more?
who don't know, I pretty much haven't worked on Logical Harmony at all for like 2 or 3 weeks. And even before that, I've been phasing out and working on other projects. Mm-hmm. So I think I would say like I can give it like 2 hours a day.
Okay. 2 hours total?
I,
Okay.
it's that or nothing at this point. I have other stuff I have to get done. Like I have deadlines that I'm behind on. Like
Yeah.
I wish it were more, but I
Okay.
like.
All right. I'll reshuffle. Because the last time we talked, you said 4 hours. So that's what I've been.
Yeah, but that
Planning
was
on.
like,
That was like 2 months ago.
yeah, and in
Okay.
the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've barely worked on it at all, and we've had multiple conversations about why that is and how I'm not going
Yeah.
to be working on it.
Okay.
So, I feel like
Okay.
that other conversation was like.
That's
I-
fine.
we talked about all of
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
I
we
don't-
did,
You're
we did.
acting surprised, like.
No, I thought it would be a little bit more, but that's fine. I'll figure it out.
I mean, for right
adjust
now.
the schedule. Yeah.
Like until I get through these deadlines and finish up these other projects.
Okay.
Like we talked about, as soon as this wedding this weekend is the last one that I'm planning to shoot for the season,
Okay.
at least for free.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then
cool.
once that's all taken care of, then my schedule's going to clear up again.
Okay. All right. 2 hours a day. I'll schedule stuff then.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk more details about that later. I'm surprised that you're surprised because we've talked about all of this.
We have, but I thought it would be more than 2. That's all. I thought it would be like, I don't know, a little bit more. That's all. Doesn't matter.
I mean, for the time being, honestly, I don't feel like I can even do 2. Mm-hmm. But I want to push through and do it because I feel like we're falling really far behind.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
This conversation's way more stressful than I thought it would be.
All right. So we'll start work at 11 after doing all of our morning routine stuff.
Yeah, and then because we have so much work to do, I don't really want, personally, I don't want to schedule in other stuff happening. Mm-hmm. I just kind of want to do, like, for now, morning and evening.
Yeah. And I feel like evening we shouldn't pick a specific time for some of it because it's going to vary, I feel like, depending on what we have to do. Or do you want to pick a specific time to force us to stop working? Otherwise, I feel like we kind of work pretty late.
I think that as time has gone on and I've really started to know myself better, I've realized more and more that there are certain things that I have to be binary on. Mm-hmm. And having a schedule is one of them.
Okay.
Like, if I don't have a schedule, I'm not going to have a schedule. Because it's so easy for me to let things bleed over. Like, if I don't say I absolutely have to stop working at 8 p.m., for example, I will work until 9 or 10 or 11 one day, and then the next day is going to be all messed up because I didn't get a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Okay, so what time works for you then to stop working? Well, what do you want to do at night? Maybe let's figure that out first.
Yeah. I also think we should work backward from going to sleep.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
So, so at night I want to do evening skincare.
Yes.
I'm going to shower. I think I should. Well, do we want to do some sort of like stretching or something?
I think it'd be good. Kind of like shake out anything of the day.
Okay. So like yoga. And we're starting this all today, right? That's what we talked about yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
All right. Oh, also in the morning, should we put in before work that we're going to do a little check-in? I was thinking we would just have one camera. Like, we don't need to do this whole thing. Like, we can just use probably in the office.
Yeah, we could use the filming setup. Yeah, totally.
Okay. Film daily check-in.
Are you going to join us, Applesauce?
Okay. Yoga, stretching, shower, evening skincare. What else do you feel like you want to do to kind of wind down for the day?
Maybe have some tea, like making sure we're doing something like that. Like a nice evening. But I don't know, I think that covers it. Like making sure I do my skincare, all of that.
Yeah.
I think that covers it. Because that is such like a nice little like relaxing process for me.
Okay. Well, we had talked about like the way that we go to sleep last night, because typically we either listen to an audiobook. Excuse me. The yard people are outside. I love that Applesauce is just like chilling. Applesauce. So, right.
Don't bite me.
We were getting into the habit of like asking each other what we're grateful for, and like going back and forth on that.
Yeah, I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, I think that definitely helped me fall asleep. It definitely helped you fall. I mean, you fall asleep. You don't need help falling asleep. Okay.
No, I need help staying asleep, but I don't need help falling asleep.
Yeah. So yoga, stretching, shower, evening skincare, and then so what time do we absolutely want to be asleep by? I think like 10 is probably good.
Yeah.
Well, what is it?
I was gonna say maybe we should do like 10:30, because whenever we've done 10 before, we just don't make it.
I feel like, so again, going back to like patterns that I've recognized and how we do things, is I find that like for myself, if I push to 10:30, that's kind of the threshold at which I will stay up till 2 or 3.
Okay, then let's do 10.
Yeah. And that doesn't mean that I always stay up till 2 or 3. I just feel like if I'm not, yeah.
You play that game though.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's already 10:30. I can stay up later. It's already, yeah.
I don't know if that's how I would describe my thought process, but yeah, there's something about it where it's just like,
yeah,
the tipping point of, well, I think maybe part of it is because if we've stayed up till 10:30, it's because we're doing something.
Yeah.
And so then it's just easy to continue doing that thing.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, like you'll stay up editing till like 2 a.m. if that's what you've been doing.
Okay, so so what time do we want to get into bed by? Like 9:30?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. In bed by, I'll say by 9:30, and then immediately start We'll call it gratitude practice.
Okay.
Okay. I think that we need to. I don't know how we would do this, but I feel like I need a hard start and hard stop on talking about logical harmony stuff. And I feel like in order for me to have that, I need for you to have it.
Okay.
Because I'll say, okay, no more talking about work. And then you go, okay, cool. And you have every intention of not talking to me about work. But then you go on your phone and you check your email, or you go on Instagram and start reading comments. And then there's something that you just can't keep in and you have to tell me. And then we end up having a 45-minute conversation about work. And that is the opposite of what we're trying to do here. So,
yeah.
What do you think?
Yes, I think it's a good idea. I think it'd be good for me as well.
Okay.
I don't know about what time, because I think we still need to work backwards and figure out how much time we need for the evening and dinner and everything.
I feel like with yoga and showering and doing skincare, an hour should be plenty of time.
Are you sure? Okay. You can take kind of long showers.
I think I take kind of long showers because... No, I don't... But not so long that... Like, how long does skincare take? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
How long
10,
does...
15.
Okay, and then yoga, 10, 15.
Yeah.
So even if I shower for half an hour...
Okay.
Right? I mean...
Yeah.
I'm definitely not taking half an hour showers.
Mm-mm.
So 8:30?
Sure.
Okay. Does that work for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So basically between the hours of 11 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. is when you can talk about work.
Okay.
To me.
Okay.
I don't care if you talk about work to other people. I just don't want it.
Okay.
And then I would like, I realize this sounds so lazy. Like when I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, our lives are pretty amazing, pretty relaxed. But like, I think that's been the issue, is that we have the ability for things to be so relaxed that we let it get relaxed, and then things slip away, and then we're not really taking advantage of the freedom that we have in the job that we do.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And like, we make certain things stressful by like not giving ourselves that time to relax. Sorry, the leaves are so pretty right now. It's super windy out, and there are all these like leaves blowing off the tree, swirling around.
Yeah, I totally agree with you though.
Yeah.
We make our lives, I mean, you know, obviously there have been a lot of reasons why we haven't been able to get a good night's sleep, and that has had a massive impact on us.
It's been so tough.
Yeah, especially since it's gone on for months. Can you pull your collar up? No, other side.
This up?
Yeah, it's just, yeah, your mic is kind of in a weird spot.
Oh.
And then pull your shirt down again. Yeah, there you go. No, now you gotta pull whatever, just leave it, it's fine. Actually, that's pretty good.
Okay.
I don't know if it really has an impact, just your mic's kind of like facing your chest. Anyway, what were we talking about?
How there's things that have been obviously out of our hands, but there's stuff that has been in our hands that could have made us more productive by like helping us relax more, and we don't take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And instead, we work in a way that causes us more stress.
Yeah.
And more like anxiousness, and then it just makes everything harder.
Yeah.
And especially when you're already like sleep deprived and not feeling good, it's very, very easy to get into that place.
Yeah.
And like,
I was thinking about that yesterday because
I just poked myself in the eye.
I'm dealing with a legal issue that has nothing to do with logical harmony, but a legal issue. And I knew that I should give myself 24 hours to respond to this email so that I could take my time and everything, but I didn't. As soon as the email came in, I was like, I gotta be on this, and like wrote back within like 5 minutes. And that was a bad choice, because then I felt like the rest of the day I was just like off, because I was so, like, as soon as I woke up I was just like,
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
yeah.
which happens sometimes, but when you can control it, it's good for
Yeah.
it to not happen.
Totally. And the whole point of this system is to control it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are there any things that you want to specifically say no during these times? Like for example, I'm gonna leave. Well, what I've been doing and what I'm gonna continue to do is leave my phone in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I might even plug it in out here because I've noticed now that it's in the bathroom. When I get up in the middle of the night, I'll go and I'll check my phone.
Yeah, I hear you watching Instagram stories sometimes at night. Or early in the morning.
Yeah, so exposed. The tea has been spilled. So I'll probably leave it out here. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll put that on here, like leave phone in, first of all, in airplane mode. Airplane mode in the kitchen.
I think the only thing I have is if it's at all like a work idea or anything, just write it down so we can talk about it the next day. Because I feel like a lot of times at night when we're in bed, your mind wanders and then you come up with these ideas and you're like, let's talk about it. Let's do it. Like,
Yeah.
And so just writing it down and we can talk about it the next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, my tea thing fell in. Get back here.
So for me, I think that is a big one.
Okay.
It's just kind of like checking stuff at the door, if you will.
Okay. Well, so does that mean that you're not going to be sleeping with your phone 6 inches from your face?
Yeah, I'll put it on the cat tree. I like to have it in there because I wake up so often at night, and it's helpful for me to know, like, should I just get up? Like, what time is it? And then if we have to set an alarm for any reason, then it's in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, I'll put it on the cat tree at the foot of the bed instead of on the windowsill.
Okay. Can you start putting it on airplane mode?
Mm-hmm.
Because the biggest thing you're guilty of is that you, first of all, you're a way heavier sleeper than I am, and you leave your phone on vibrate, and then no matter where it is, you get notifications and it wakes me up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, how, after 8 years, are we still going through this?
Okay.
I want to throw your phone in the garbage, in the litter box. What?
Well, I put it on silent and on do not disturb, so it shouldn't
And yet
be
it
doing
does.
stuff.
Well,
All right.
so here's like the thing with that, right? Like either some notifications are still getting through, or you're forgetting to do one of those. So just put it on airplane mode because then it ensures that that won't happen.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
I don't think she's in the shot, but she's being.
I think
so
she
cute.
is.
Oh man, the floor is messy.
Yeah.
Look at how cute that little baby is.
Ow! Don't kill my hand.
Kill it, kill
I
it.
was giving you a nice little belly rub.
Do it, applesauce. Kill her hand.
What are you
Okay.
doing?
Excuse me. Anything else that we want to throw in here? Oh, flossing. I want to floss. You think it's better to floss at night or in the morning? Probably at night, huh?
I've heard at night.
Okay. Yeah, I need to get better at my oral hygiene and oral cleanliness. So brush and floss my little teethies. My little teethies. All right. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay, and I think, so we're going to do this for 30 days, right? And then I think once we've been doing it, maybe we can start going to bed. I mean, maybe we can start getting up earlier.
Yeah.
Because right now, you know, excuse me, we have between 11 a.m. and 8:30 p.m., which is only 9.5 hours a day. And we're going to have to eat, which means we're not going to be able to get very much work done in this period of time.
No, we're going to have to eat. We're going to have to clean. We're going to have to do errands. Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we should just say go to bed later. Like, should we push everything back an hour? Wait, no. If we push getting into bed to 10:30, then we're not going to be asleep till like 11.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound good to you?
Sounds fine. But it's up to you. This is a bigger impact on you at night.
Yeah, I don't feel like again, like once we go to sleep that late, I don't feel like I'm as rested.
Yeah.
Like for me, I feel more rested if I get up earlier than if I go to bed later.
Same here. Yeah, like I can get up early and I feel rested.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this for the 30 days and then we'll revisit what time we're getting up afterward.
Okay.
Because also, if we're asleep by 10 and we're getting up at 8, 7:30.
It's a lot of sleep.
Yeah, that's almost 10 hours of sleep, which we don't need.
No.
Like, I think we actually perform better on like 7 or 8, like closer to 7 hours.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll just start getting up earlier regardless.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to add? Oh, I had one. Maybe we should have sex every day.
Okay.
We don't have to.
No, I just don't want to talk about this on camera.
Oh, really? Is this awkward for you?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know who watches these.
We don't have to talk about it.
Okay.
You know that like everybody has sex though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like pretty much all the people we know.
Yeah, I know. But it doesn't mean I want like my mom watching a thing where we talk about it.
I don't think your mom would mind.
I would mind.
Yeah, I guess that's what this is all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so we're agreed that we'll never have sex again.
Never ever.
Okay, perfect. I'm so glad you're a virgin.
Applesauce even left.
I'm so happy we decided to save ourselves for marriage.
Mm-hmm. So I moved to Utah.
That's why we moved to Utah, so we can fit in.
Yep.
Well, this was fun. Mm-hmm. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you subscribe, and what else should they do?
Comment. Let us know what you want to do. Like, what are some of your goals?
Let us know what some of your goals are.
Some of your goals are.
And who should they tell about this? Last time we told them to tell their mom.
Don't tell your mom. Tell your friend.
Tell one friend.
Singular friend.
About how great the show is.